Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Thomas Lucido, and I am a rising second year medical student at Drexel. You'll be hearing from Morgan shortly, and Morgan is a creative arts therapy student also at Drexel. And our presentation through Bridging the Gaps is combating the cardiovascular effects of social isolation in older populations.
Thanks to Bridging the Gaps, we were able to collaborate with UUH Outreach Program. This is a confidential service that supports the goals of people 60 plus and older in achieving independence, dignity, and quality of life in their homes and community. Some of the services they provide include health promotion, which encourages older adults to set and achieve their wellness goals, social work services, which include in-home consultation and access to community resources, client assistance funds, which provide small grants to older adults in needs, and special projects, which seek out grants and community partners to address seasonal or unique needs that arise for older adults in the Northwest Philadelphia area. As we began this collaboration, our project started to center around social isolation in older adults. Some background: COVID has really amplified social isolation in older adults specifically. Isolation is associated with increased risk of cardiovascular disease, including stroke and heart attacks. The primary goal of these groups were to decrease the feeling of loneliness in older adults living independently. We created groups that we hoped would be able to be continued with staff, and some of our secondary goals included to improve health and technology literacy. We introduced clients to scientific and psychological concepts. We ran individualized tech help sessions for clients and reached out to local primary care providers to inform clients of precautions being enforced. Some of our groups included health, current events, art and healing, and humor and games. Some topics were lighthearted, while others were really difficult.
So for the project results, we measured our success based on how many groups we had and how many people we had participate. And I'd say it was a success. We had 7 different small groups with 4 different themes that we talked about, including health, current events, arts and healing, and humor and games. We ran these on different days throughout the week at different times. We had usually a morning and an afternoon session. One thing that we did after learning all this, we went back and we created a guide to how to use the platform, Uber Conferences, which is what we use to organize all of this. And that's the picture shown on the right. Morgan did a really nice job outlining for the future, for people that want to use Uber Conference, how to do this. In our groups, we also incorporated primary literature and used scientific vocabulary into our discussions. We also reached out to providers and informed clients of findings about different technological requirements that might be needed. We also ran some individual technology help sessions. Lastly, we created a literature review looking at the cardiovascular effects of isolation and loneliness, and we shared that with staff. So below we have listed some testimonials just about some of the successes, so you can read through those.
Through this collaboration, we were given the unique opportunity to be a part of a project that had such profound impact on those who were served, especially in this time of our country's history. When facilitating these telephone groups, we discussed some difficult topics and lived experiences regarding COVID, racism, health and educational disparities, isolation, social justice, and advocacy for older adults. This project really allowed me to challenge my ability to facilitate difficult conversations while being an active listener. Having this be my first experience with older adults, I was surprised at their willingness to learn, listen, and the optimism they shared about today's youth and the future of healthcare. I am leaving feeling more of a call to provide accessible care when needed most.
So I really felt very, very blessed to be a part of Bridging the Gaps and to be in the UUH community. Even though everything was remote, I really felt that I was engaging in this community, which is something that's pretty hard to do over a computer and not seeing any faces. We tackled some complex issues in our groups, ranging from the physiology of kidney health to the COVID pandemic is a good thing. And while I don't know what aspect of medicine I really want to enter, I'm going to carry these things from Bridging the Gaps along with me into my career, and hopefully utilize them in my daily life.